What goes on, my fellow knights? Today I'm here for a brand new series, kicking off some Pokemon content finally, huh? Well, since I don't have any battles saved right now, I guess all we can really do is do something else. So today, we're going to start a new series called Zekter's Wacky Sets. Now, if it's one thing I like to do, it's make weird movesets, and sometimes they work. So today we're going to be looking at Audino, or Audino, however the hell you want to say it. So, I'm on Smogon right now. They have no strategy guides for this thing in Sun and Moon. And then I go back to X and Y. And here's the Mega sets. Kind of boring. Here's the regular Audino sets. Still boring. And here's this. Oh my god, that's pathetic. Okay, so I can do better. So I've conducted 6 different regular sets and then 6 different mega sets. So this video will be cut in half. We're going to start with regular Audino and then we're going to go to mega Audino. Audino, I'm going to get corrected like 20 different times. I'll probably say it 20 different ways too. Alright, so let's kick this off. So first, we have just like, I suppose it's just like a pivot almost. It's almost like a pivot support Pokemon, honestly. We do have a Life Orb, but you can switch this item out with something else, say like Leftovers, and then maybe the Mega Stone as well. I'll get in more, I can't speak. I'll get more into that later. So here we have Wish, Heal Bell, Dazzling Gleam, and Icy Wind. Icy Wind to slow down your opponents. Basically, if they switch in and they can't really touch you, whatever comes in, you can slow down, then switch out. Or Wish, or Heal Bell, or do whatever the hell you want. So basically, it's kind of like a forced switch. It's like you're forcing them to switch because you have enough special bulk, or you could even run it physical. You don't even have to run it special. You can go and run bold if you want, and we'll just... It just depends what your team needs. Now, why all the special attack? Well, it's going to be for the Mega. Because I am going to be using this set in the near future, and I'm running the Mega Stone. Now, the idea of this set is to be a support Pokemon at first, and then Mega Evolve into I guess, a special or physical wall with higher damage output. But that's really it's really it. It's a support damaging set, I suppose. It's kind of weird, and I got the EV spread like a little wonky, but it should be able to take hits very nicely from a special attacker. So let's just export this really quickly. Let's go and play with my favorite Pokemon, Scarf Garchomp, because I really hate that thing. Audino, custom set. Look, Icy Wind does it almost, well, it's guaranteed half, first of all. So, if a Garchomp switches in on you and you go for Icy Wind, it's going to go for a lot of damage. Now remember, everything in Pokemon is hypothetical, so I can't say this will happen or this will not happen. Oh, I switched this for bold. I didn't switch the set back to what it was. Oops. Calm, let's go there. So yeah, that Garchomp is going to do us a lot of damage, but if we switch this to 196, I like numbers. I'm just going to throw that out there right now. I really like numbers. So Outrage is, wow, we're not going to be taking the best of hits in the world with Audino, but that's kind of acceptable because its defenses aren't truly the best, and I have it a weird set. So, let's see now. Icy Wind will do a good amount of damage to Garchomp, also lowering its speed. If it's Scarf Garchomp, it'll basically nullify the Scarf. We won't outspeed it, but that's what Regenerator is for. If we are in a tight situation and we are low on health, we can just switch out. That's why I think Audino is really underlooked, because Regenerator is a very good ability. Like, you can come in, cause some... you can wish, like, it's a wish passer, and it's a wish and heal bell support, actually. So you could heal bell your team, take a hit and then switch out into something that can take more damage, because you have Regenerator healing a third of your health, and that's pretty good, honestly. But we've talked enough about this set, so let's move on to the next one. Alright, so here's where the fun, weird sets come in. So we are playing with an Assault Vest Regenerator set. Now, Regenerator... well, yeah, I can't speak. Assault Vest is basically for more bulk. But we're going to go with full Adamant. We're going to go Adamant instead of Careful here. Because if we take 138... where'd my phone go? I'm going to play with the calculator real quick. So 138 times 1.5, which is the multiplier for the Assault Vest, you have 207 defense at level 50. Which is pretty good for a special wall. And it's basically free on switch-in. So you basically have a special wall here with, I guess, support and damage, honestly. Because you can knock off an item. Ice Punch is always, I don't want to say unexpected, but I think it's one of the most useful moves in Pokemon, just because Garchomp and Landorus are running around rampant. Especially in Smogon. This is why I don't like Smogon's tier system. And we also have Drain Punch to deal with steel types and gain a little health back, you never know. And we have Double Edge here. We have Double Edge instead of Return is because more damage, and Regenerator, when we switch out, it just doesn't matter. So let's take Export. We'll take this. We'll go here. Oop. And Import. Custom Set. Audino. Custom set. Okay, it didn't overwrite the old set. Or did I just... no, I didn't copy the same set. Custom set. Can I delete this? Okay, now this is me not knowing how to use a damage calculator. Import. Audino. Custom set? What if I hit this? Okay, let's try this. This is me not knowing how to use their damage calc. Okay, there we go. Alright, so that's 50, that's 50. So we have Ice Punch doing over half guaranteed. So that's already pretty good. I need a drink real quick. Better. So, Garchomp would be very afraid of Ice Punches, guaranteed. But we have, and this is assuming, remember, everything we have to do here is assume that it is max attack Jolly Garchomp with Choice Scarf. This is just the set I hate the most, so this is the set I always try to counter. So we have Ice Punch, like I said, and it'll do over half. And yeah, it's really not much else into this set. Let's see now. Garchomp still does a lot of damage, but we're not running physical bulk. We're running special bulk here. So what is a... what's a... I guess a regular Landorus Theatron? I guess that'd be a good way to counter that regular Landorus. So let's play with... let's try that. I want a special variant. Is there no special variant? Just like doubles Life Orb. Yeah, there we go. So we just take that down. Yeah, check that out. We're taking... We'll take 2 hits from this thing from +2. Actually, no. If it's not wait, does it get Nasty Plot? I don't remember. But if it's Timid, Sheer Force, Life Orb, look, its most powerful move is not even doing half to us, and Ice Punch will 2-hit KO it. So this set is pretty good for special attackers at the very least. Alright, so let's move on to the next one. Alright, now let's get into some more weird sets. So we have Calm Mind, Wish, Hyper Voice, Ice Beam. Basically just Calm Mind and Wish until you have a lot of... until you have, like, insane stats. Again, hypothetical. We got Leftovers for a little more recovery, Regenerator if things get hazy, because there's really no other good abilities for singles, and all these are single sets, by the way. And if you don't want Ice Beam, you got Flamethrower as an option as well. And Thunderbolt. Just Audino has just like an amazing moveset, and even Surf. So you have a lot of options with Audino, which is why I picked it first, because I have so many different sets you could use for it. So, Calm Mind, Wish, Hyper Voice, just damage. That's all I can say is damage. And let us take this into... Where's my damage calculator? Let's just take this here real quick. Import. And we'll just reset that. Audino. Custom set. But let's switch this back to Ice Beam because I like... It all real... Oh, wow. That is... Ice Beam has a chance to OHKO this thing, and you can live still one hit from this thing. So... I don't know. It works. He won't be taking, Life Orb damage, so if you have rocks up, let's say, Stealth Rocks. Guaranteed OHKO after Stealth Rocks. Yep, there you go. So, again, everything's hypothetical here. So, yeah. And then if we start setting up, say we're at +1/+1, we're taking more Earth Powers. We can take 2 of them. Ice Beam is a guaranteed KO at +1. And Hyper Voice does half, which is kind of scary. And we can just keep going up. I'd say 2 would be the best we can get to. And yeah, damage just starts lowering and lowering the more you set up. So if you can set up on a special attacker, you're pretty good. Or if they only have special attackers left. So that's pretty nice. Alright, so let's go to the next set here. Alright, now we have, I guess this one's basically full support. So we have Toxic Wish, Icy Wind, and Heal Bell, and you could also run Thunder Wave, but I was thinking as more of a stall set as well, because you could stall with this set. I don't think Audino has any way to burn the opponent. Not without, like, doing something weird, but... So, basically a Toxic Staller with Icy Wind, because Icy Wind is very helpful. You can switch in on a physical attacker, they take Rocky Helmet damage, and then when you switch out, Regenerator gives you all that health back, and they're still down with the Rocky Helmet damage. How much does Rocky Helmet do again? It does 1/6. And then you have Icy Wind to slow down the opponent when they come in next, and then you got Heal Bell and Wish just as support. It's basically a support Pokemon. So Wish, when switching out, will get, what's half of 210? That's 50. That's 105. So if you don't know how Wish works, Wish will give the hit points of this Pokemon in general. So if I switch out, it'll get the amount of HP this Pokemon would get back. So in this case, 105. So, basically, the higher HP, the more Wish will give to the Pokemon you're switching out to. So that is very nice. And again with the Heal Bell set. And I don't think we don't need to shove this one in a damage calc. So let's just continue on. All right, now I'm gonna put this one under the joke set category. Like, theoretically, it can work, but it just takes some time. So, we have Psychium Z here, and then Regenerator really doesn't matter. We have Gravity. Now, if you don't know what Z Gravity does, it boosts your special attack by 1 stage. So if we take 123, let me grab my phone again. 123 times 1.5, we get 184 special attack stat. Which is pretty good, I'd say, and that's enough for Blizzard, Thunder, and Fire Blast to do a lot, and Gravity basically makes it so each Pokemon has -2 evasion, and with Blizzard, Thunder, and Fire Blast having lower accuracy than normal, they'll pretty much hit 100% of the time. So basically, in a situation where you're battling a special attacker, Z Gravity, and then Blizzard, Thunder, and Fire Blast spam. So we can take this and we will shove it into this again. This is fun. I'm enjoying this. I did not know until I started making this video that Audino could do so much. Because I guess I just didn't know too much. Yeah, Blizzard guarantee Oko's Garchomp. Oh wait, no, that's not Garchomp, that's Landorus. Guarantee Oko's Landorus, and then we got the Choice Scarf Garchomp here. And I do all my calcs at level 50, by the way. Blizzard's a guaranteed Oko. So, yeah. Oh, wait, we're not even counting at +1. even without Gravity's boost. So, you don't even have to use Z-Gravity right away. You can use it later, which is the best part. But Gravity will still do a lot of damage to Garchomp. And then let's go over here to my other favorite friend, Ferrothorn. Looks like I gotta just import this set again because I'm on a different area. Audino, custom set. +1, Fire Blast will Oko. And Fire Blast won't miss because of Gravity. If you set up Gravity. You don't even need to set up Gravity and you're doing at least 72% of its health with an 85% accuracy roll. So, there's the weirdest set I think I made today. And then, here's the final one, and this... Again, it's just, this one is more... Actually, this one's more Trick Room based, I'd say. It's a Trick Room support. So, there's not a lot of Trick Roomers out there. There's a decent amount. So, we have Audino here with Trick Room, Rocky Helmet, Regenerator. Basically, the idea is you switch in on a physical attacker, they take Rocky Helmet damage, you set up a Trick Room, and if they're a status user, just use Magic Coat, because it bounces it right back. It works like Magic Bounce. You could also Wish Pass, and then, if you want, you can set up Misty Terrain. You don't even need Misty Terrain, I just wanted to put it on a set. You could always put Healing Bell or something on there. So yeah, that's... Audino has a lot of sets it can run. So I hope you guys at least look into one of these sets that I made, because that'd be awesome, and let me know if it works. It might. Send me some battle videos and maybe I'll review them. That'd be kind of cool. On the battle spot, on the 6v6, doesn't really matter. So next time we're going to cover Mega Audino, because I don't want to make the video way too long. So, let's just end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode of Zekter's Wacky Sets. I hope you take another look at Audino and put it on your team, I guess. So next time we'll cover the Mega Corner, and I guess I'll see you guys next time. See ya!